up, YouTube gamers? Bonfire here, bringing you guys a long-delayed Insight commentary. And I apologize for taking a break from the commentaries because I was working on some other things, different series. But I'm back and I'm excited to bring you guys some more commentaries, so expect some more in the future because I like doing them and I know you guys enjoy them as well. And I'm bringing you guys some Black Ops 2 multiplayer per usual. And I'm playing Kill Confirmed on the map Plaza using that diamond MSMC with the Gamecite logo because it looks oh so good. And they end up going 35-5 in this match. So I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. And today I wanted to talk about indie games and touch a little bit on the importance of them because I recently watched a documentary called Indie Game the Movie. And it's available on Netflix, so right after you guys get done with this video, I highly recommend you go check it out because it is worth your time if you're into gaming, which I assume you are. And what it is it follows the 3 different indie developers that are in 3 different stages of their game's development. The first is Jonathan Blow, who is the man behind 2009's very big hit, Braid. And Braid is actually one of the first indie hits to kind of hit this console generation. And for him in the movie, the game is kind of his game has already been out and sold well, so he's kind of done with the development of that game, and he's currently working on the PS4 exclusive The Witness, which I'm personally very excited for. The second developer that they highlight, and I would say they highlight this one more so than the other 2, is the duo behind Super Meat Boy. And this game came out in 2010 and again sold very well and is one of the big indie titles out there are. The last guy I should say they take a look at is the man behind Fez. And this game recently just came out in 2012. And I know just this past couple weeks with the Steam sale, summer sale, that this game particularly did really well. And for Super Meat Boy, it follows them up until the release and shortly after of their game. And for Fez, it shows kind of the production of it because, again, this game doesn't get a release date until just recently. And what I liked most about the documentary was that it showcased how the games are made and what these indie developers really put into these games and why they do what they do. And it really surprised me because these guys give up and make a lot of sacrifices, not only in their personal lives, but financially, to put out these games that may or may not do well. It just so happens that the 3 they showcase in this documentary all do well, but there's a lot of indie developers out there that don't share that same success, but share that same love and passion for what they do. And it really kind of hit me a little bit close to home because, like I said, these guys are giving up so much, and a lot of them live on very low incomes and struggle financially, which I really admire people that do that because I personally couldn't take that risk. And it hit me close to home because these guys are giving literally everything they have to do what they love to do and create these games. And for me personally, I love video games and I'm a very creative person, so that's something I would love to take to my career. And it'd be awesome if YouTube blew up and I could do this full time and be one of those big YouTubers, but hasn't happened. But I look at YouTube as a great outlet for me to express that creativity and enjoy what I'm doing, which is why I'm here. But more about the documentary. Jonathan Blow, the guy behind Braid, he kind of gives some insight on, his success from his game, his views of that success, and why he does what he does. The guys about Super Meat Boy kind of show their struggles in getting that game developed and hitting a certain deadline, which I think they missed their very first one, and some of their family lives. You get an insight to that. And the gentleman behind Fez shows that he's basically built this game from the ground up 3 times and put so much time and effort into the game. So it's a really cool documentary, and it made me think about indie games. And why they're so important, at least why I think they're so important to the gaming world. Now, first of all, indie gaming is really blowing up as of late, and this is allowed by digital distribution. Without digital distribution, it's a lot harder for these independent developers to get their games to the marketplace because they have to get and work with retails, and that's very, very expensive. But with digital distribution, they can go straight to the consumer and get these great quality games to us. And I think that's important. I think a lot of gamers should back digital distribution for this reason, because I think it's a win-win for everyone. Now, not to get into the whole digital distribution conversation, but I just wanted to touch on that just a little bit. Now, why I think indie gaming is so important is because these guys take risks, and they bring us new concepts in games that other big AAA title developers wouldn't do, and they wouldn't take these risks in developing these games. And I think that this keeps the gaming genre fresh, the industry fresh, and I think it really keeps it on its toes. Because let's think about it. If there wasn't indie games, I feel like we would have a complete rehash, even more so than we currently do, of, Call of Duty type games, shooters. I mean, we've seen a slew of them recently, and I think we're finally starting to shift away to that, into more open world games. And I think not only is that due to the consumer's interest being distracted by indie games, but also because these AAA developers are realizing we need to keep people playing our games, so let's give them an open world to play in, which I think is very exciting. And as I said before, not only the risks, but they bring these fresh ideas. You take Braid, for example, in being able to manipulate time unlimited and learn from your mistakes and solve puzzles that way, which is a brand new concept, and I think that's really cool. And lastly, I wanted to talk about some indie games that I've played. And I think my favorite by far is Castle Crashers. And it's just a fun game. It's a co-op game. I love the art style. And it's so simple, but it's just so good. And I think that's what makes an indie game so great. And this is where I want to hear from you guys. What are some of the indie games you guys have played? What are your favorites? And let me know in the comment sections below, because I want to play some more indie games. I'd love to make some videos about it. I just need to know what's out there, and I need you guys' help. So please hit me up in the comment section down below and let me know some of your favorite indie games, or your all-time favorite indie games that you're playing or have played. If you guys enjoyed the video, like the gameplay, please let me know with a thumbs up and by hitting that subscribe button. Until next time, guys, I'm Bonfire, and I will see you online.
Hey guys, don't forget Facebook and Twitter. Hit that button down below.